How's it going, everyone? Akibana 0 here. Last weekend, 2 weekends ago actually, as of this video, I went to RTX London 2018. I went on the Saturday, and this was my very first convention of this kind of nature. Actually, convention of anything, to be quite honest. I've never been to a convention ever in my life, and seeing as RTX was coming here, and I started watching Ruby several months ago and got into the community and all that stuff, I felt like this is an opportunity for me to check out a convention. My friend RTG was there as well with P-Cube, and they were showing off some games. They also had some BB tag stations and stuff, so it was a really nice and interesting experience. I'm just gonna talk about this in this video for a bit, because to me it was an interesting experience, not just for the RT stuff, but it was also an interesting experience for me personally on a very personal level. I'll get to that in a moment. First things first, I like to talk about one of the things that I didn't like the most, I liked the least about it, and I'm pretty sure you guys all feel this way as well. It's the lines. I was not particularly happy about the lines and the prospect of being in lines, and considering that I only attended one panel, I think that that a lot of other people who went to other panels probably have a not so great experience with lines either. This was a little bit different from standing in line in other places, because it felt like I was amongst other people with whom I share a lot of common things with. And particularly, I'd like to talk about the first line I attended, because I basically went to 4 lines for 4 different reasons. The first line was obviously to get into the convention area, and there I met a bunch of people who we got to talking, with whom we got to talking, we were joking around and all that, and at some point we started whipping out Nintendo Switches and started playing Mario Kart, and that was so cool. That felt so cool, because I never got to do that much, like just talk to a bunch of people and suddenly just bring out our consoles and play a game. I've never had that in my life, and that was really fun. It felt really cool to do that. I was tweeting and people were responding. Somebody said they saw me somewhere. Never heard from them again, never came to say hey or anything. I guess I scared them away when I joked around about them being a stalker or something. But anyway, it's all fun and games, right? So it was pretty cool to be able to do that, sit with people and talk about games or talk about Ruby and lines while we're waiting to go and do our thing. Possibly one of the more interesting stuff was the Ruby panel that I attended, and that was the only panel I did attend, because I felt that that was the only panel that would be of interest to me, because honestly, while I do like some of the other RT properties, I haven't gotten totally into the other stuff. I don't know anything about Achievement Hunter. I don't know anything about their podcast. I used to watch The Know on YouTube, which was a pretty cool way to get my news and everything, but now I have a different way to get the news, so I don't really watch that channel that much anymore, although I feel it's one of the cooler, the really nicer and cooler news outlets there on YouTube. And I felt that the Ruby panel was really fun. It was nice to see the guys. I don't know all their names yet. I'm pretty bad at learning people's names and anything. But Lindsay was there, Barbara was there, and that was great. I forgot the name of the person who does the voice of Raven. I forget the name of the guy who does the name of Torchwick. He's also one of the business people there, so I should probably know him, but I don't remember his name. I apologize if you're watching this. But overall, it was really nice to see them sit up there and talk about things and give us some details on what they're doing in the future. I felt really excited to hear about the book with Team Coffee in it, and I'm really excited for that to come out, and it was great to hear about it, like be one of the first people in the world to hear about it. Right there live with the people talking about it. I mean, I'm usually the kind of guy who gets that stuff later on. I hear that on Twitter, I hear that on YouTube, I hear that from other people. I'm never the guy who just sits in the place and actually hears it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And it was pretty nice to be in that situation for once. Also, we got to see a little bit more about Amity Arena, the mobile game that will be coming out pretty soon, which is kind of like Clash Royale. Basically, it is Clash Royale, but with a Ruby skin. But maybe a little bit different. Who knows? I don't know much about Clash Royale, so forgive me. What else? They talked about more comic books, more anthologies coming out. They said that they're going to be updating Grim Eclipse, which was a bit of a surprise considering that it doesn't have the reputation of being a really good game, but apparently there are people who like it, I guess, and they're adding a horde mode. So I think I might have to actually start playing this game. So yeah, if you want that, just, you know, let me know in the comment section. Hanging around the convention area was pretty nice. You'll probably ask me right now, like, why didn't you attend any other panels? I'm not the kind of guy who will go to a panel to see something about animation or anything like that. It's just not my thing. It's not something I would actually do. And also, I was there for just the day, even though my badges for the weekend I wanted to only go for the Saturday, but they were out of Saturday badges, and I really wanted to hang around the convention area. I wanted to hang around at the P-Cube booth with RTG and the other people there and play some BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I wanted to check out some of the games. I was really surprised to see that they had a big booth, that closed booth actually, for Rage 2. That was nice, and that was like the fourth line that I stood in because that had a line as well, because they were just letting people few people at a time to go in and play. And that was pretty cool to do that too, to play a game that's not out yet and people haven't bought yet, and it's brand new and not many people have tried it out yet. And Rage 2 is actually looking really nice too. It looks really fun. At some point I'd like to cover it in the channel as well because it looks pretty cool. What else? I played a game called Tunic, which is kind of like Zelda in a certain way. You're basically this cute little fox that just washes up at shore on a beach in a place where nobody speaks the language. Like any time you interact with something with writing on it, or you interact with somebody who's speaking to you, they don't speak your language. You just get these like really weird symbols. Got cool looking but weird symbols. So you don't know what they're saying to you. You don't understand them. And apparently there are going to be a few NPCs that speak your language, but that's pretty much it. You don't know what's going on. You have to figure it out as you go. And that's pretty cool because usually games kind of try to direct you to what you want to do and everything, but this one kind of feels like, no, I mean, you have to figure it out. I mean, once I walk off the beach and I go up this hill and suddenly I'm greeted by these two enemies and they're ready to attack me and I don't even have a weapon. There were other games around there. I didn't get to play a lot of them over there. I was very surprised that there were like rows of PUBG games going on. I mean, like, PUBG's been out for a while. I mean, we don't really need it at a convention, I guess. But I mean, it's one of the big games right now out there. There was a big bus for Shadow of the Tomb Raider over there, and I didn't go inside to check it out or anything, but I'm not really into Tomb Raider, but that looked really nice in over there. And one of the first purchases that I did was actually there was like this whole booth filled with candy, imported candy and soda. So I got myself like the very first purchase. If anybody followed my Twitch, you know this already. I bought like a bunch of Icon mics. I got hot tamales and I got 2 cans of grape soda, grape Fanta, because I cannot find grape soda in this country, in the UK, anywhere at all, absolutely nowhere. And I love grape soda. Grape soda is the best kind of soda. And if you disagree with me, then you're wrong. The awkwardest moment in the entire convention was when I was standing in line to go to the Rooster Teeth merch store. I'd never in my life had to stand in line to go and get merch, although I understand why they probably did this, and that was obviously because a lot of people just wanted to go and they needed to restock, and there was a lot of stuff. From the merch store, I actually got to buy this shirt. Partners in Crime, Torchwick and Neo. It's a really amazing shirt, even though it's orange. Not really into orange, but they didn't have another color. But anyway, I can't stop showing this off. I got my Zwei plushie right over here. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable? He is adorable, isn't he? I love my Zwei plushie. I'm really happy that I got him. I also got these pins. I got Team Ruby and Team Juniper pins right over here. Yeah, it's pretty much the merch I got. I wasn't really gonna get much merch, to be honest. I was gonna get a shirt. I was thinking of getting a poster. In the end, I didn't. I didn't want to walk around with a poster, holding a poster. I'm not really into, like, just, you know, carrying a bunch of stuff with me like that. But I stood in line for so long, and I was there, and there was a bunch of cool stuff. There was this white plushie, and I was like, okay, might as well, right? So I got this merch. But the most awkward thing that happened in line was when there were these two guardians holding a stack of stickers, and they're talking to people, and they're giving out stickers, you know, for fun. You know, you're waiting there and all that. Let's brighten your day a little bit. And they were giving these stickers that had these quotes on them that I have no idea about. I don't know a lot of the names of the people who create the stuff at Rooster Teeth or anything. I have no idea. I don't know. So anyway, one of them comes up to me and it's like, okay, do you know anything about this? I'm like, no. Do you know this? No. Do you know this? Bernie Burns hates adorable grandmothers. I'm like, I don't know who that guy is, but I could definitely support that message right over there. So she gives me that and she just leaves. Like, that was super freaking awkward, but I had a good laugh with it. Now, the thing about the convention, like, is that it sort of challenged me at a personal level, because I am absolutely not the kind of person who talks to people randomly, that just makes friends randomly like that. I've never been this kind of person. And I know that to you guys, I'm like this spring of confidence. I'm actually a pretty shy person in real life most of the time. And I like talking to people, I like making friends and all that, but I usually like to be at places with somebody I know. And this was the first time I was there where I was basically by myself. I mean, like I said, RTG was there for work, so I couldn't just, you know, hang around with him all the time. But I was there by myself. But I was really pleased with the fact that I challenged myself to the point where I was talking to people of my own volition. It wasn't that people came up to me to talk to me. I was talking to them, having fun with them, you know, interacting and all that. It was cool to be able to do that, even though at times I kind of felt like, you know, it was like, oh, okay, we exchanged a few things and that was that. Didn't make any long-time friendships or anything of that nature, but at least I did get to challenge myself, and I hope that in the future I'll be able to go beyond that and all that. Now, I did say that I was gonna put up a few videos that I shot over there, and you're seeing some of them right now, but I did try to record, but I that was one of the other things I felt awkward about, was just standing there talking to my phone by myself with people walking by and all that. I'm not really super comfortable with doing that quite yet, so I apologize I wasn't able to do that for you guys. The one video I did shoot, I wasn't very happy with, but yeah, I did try. That was my experience at RTX London. It was fun. I'm definitely going to be cosplaying next time I go, if I go. I'm probably going to hit up a few more panels. Hopefully I'll know a few more things about more RT shows and properties and stuff. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave the video a like and subscribe to my channel by mashing on that subscribe button. And you can also join our little Discord family by hitting up the invite link in the description below. And as always, I'm going to catch you next time.